If you're going to make fire with a pair of binoculars, the first thing you have to know about your binoculars is that you can actually get the lens off of it. A lot of binoculars, you have to use a special kind of wrench to get the lens off the binoculars. You won't be able to get a beam focused enough to actually light anything on fire. So first test your binoculars to make sure you can get the lens off. Now the other thing you want to do with your binoculars, if you can't take the lens off of the binoculars, is to include a supply of char cloth with your binocular case. This char cloth has been in here for several years. You can see it's still held together quite well. Char cloth is something you have to make at home. You also have to test your binoculars at home to make sure you can get the lens off. So the backyard is the perfect place to actually demonstrate this technique. Now the tinder ball I'm going to be using is grass. We actually made this in the bush here in Minas Gerais. It's just ordinary grass that we've prepared by grinding it around to expose the fibers. I'm also going to put a ball of jute fluff. This is ordinary jute twine, which I carry in our fire kit. It's also used for building shelters and traps and all kinds of stuff, but it makes a first-rate tinder. Place the jute twine in the center of the grass tinder ball and put the char cloth directly on top of that. Now once you have the lens off of your binoculars and your tinder ball set up with the grass, the jute twine in the center, and then a piece of char cloth on top of that, all you have to do is focus a beam in the center of that char cloth. Now the char cloth will actually light into a coal almost immediately if you have enough sunlight. You'll see it'll start to smoke immediately. Just kind of spread that beam around a little bit in the center, and when the char cloth continues to smoke all by itself like that, then it's lit on fire in the center, and you can press that in, fold your tinder around it, and blow. And there you have fire from a pair of binoculars. With a little bit of planning ahead, by putting char cloth in your binocular case and also knowing for sure that you can get the binoculars apart and get to your lens, it's a ready source of fire.